This is so great, and so am I. This is so great, and so am I. Oh, good, it's taping. Let me move. Oh, look what I have here. Some things from the car. Bullseye. Hi, welcome to Stretching the Spirit and Seminole Mind. It's a very revolutionous day. Ah, yes, see, I put a bag on my crown. But yeah, I had a crown on when I gave myself an associated degree. You know, props are important. Much like propaganda. Props. Let's me get to me bowl. Welcome to Stretching the Spirit with me and me car. We're going with another blue ball. You see, I have a ball collection. I also have more coming in the mail. Because, you know, what's important about having a ball, you know, is you're going to need to pump it up. Pump up the jam, you know, and if, quite frankly, if you're not pumping up the ball, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, let's see if I can get a little organized here, because we got some stuff coming in, and as great as I am, I'm going to put my ball on my head. Let's get a bounce out. This could be considered your eighth chakra. It would, of course, be in more of the like lilac realm, violet realm, the violet ray, created by the purple and blue, brought to you. So this plan, we got a plan for this planet, you know what I mean? And so one of the things we did in this plan is we burnt a lot of witches. We burnt a lot of witches. We wanted to see people burn, you know, for whatever the reason. Maybe they were just like making us feel uncomfortable, you know, walking around performing magic, and we're just like, hey, not everyone can have magic. That's not in the plan. So we are not ready for your magic. We have to burn it and then feel that burn. You know, watching someone burn that, you know, you thought maybe like, well, I kind of resonated with that. You look around and everybody's like, this is intense. And it's like, yeah, this is freaking intense. And you like might just end up cheering. You're like, yay! And as this planet has evolved it, we have new witches. So you can feel what it feels like to want someone to burn. Or you can feel what it feels like to watch other people burn someone. And even though you feel like maybe you would go more their direction, the ones that they're burning, you're seeing where that gets you. You know, and yeah, like I know a lot of you would love to see me burn. You would. You're like, this is not the plan. You see, the plan is everything really sucks. And half of us are idiots. And you know, we would be like cool if someone was dead. Like, we'd be cool. Like, I think a lot of people would be cool if you know, certain leaders of the red and the blue team would die, you know, and they would feel like, oh man, so and so took out that or them, you know. And because, like, you know, they're each such figureheads, you know, that would have a big ripple effect, that would have a big ray, because they're the point the present point, the point that's on the surface. You know what I mean? So that's what we're watching. And you see how people like to see people be burned, you know? If you've ever been like, I can never go watch someone be burned, or I can never go to a hanging, or, you know, I feel the same way about, like, the Coliseum. You know, the peanut gallery out there watching the audience. And, you know, I think it's more interesting to watch the audience's reaction to what's going on in the arena. And you think about the, you know, the blue bloods, the queens and kings. You know, they're watching the audience too react to the stage. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna just put this ball right under my, my rib cathedral there. Just kind of get into the xiphoid process, which is I got an idea, hold on. I'm gonna use this ball on this ball. This is brand new, coming in hot. All right, this ball on this ball, see if it works. Yeah. Get a little rotation in the sternum. Xiphoid process. And so bye-bye. Maybe that's good. Sometimes you just want to get that, compression is the way to compassion. You know, and you can feel your body communicate with you, and then actually, depending on how strong your override is, like my Ka, my spirit, Holy Spirit, we see each other through the holes. Think of the placenta, and your placenta, and you think of your placenta. You were in that dark, vast space, and you just kept swinging on this cord, this beautiful cord. And as I lay on my tummy, I'm gonna go down and get a little peek at the sun, because that's my cord. Hi, cord. Call. So, you know, that light, that circle, from the place in you to the belly of your button, and how you both grew together. You know, intimate. It's an intimate relationship. And it's the opposite of you, so my Ka would be a masculine. And the opposite, as you know, but there is a Hermaphrodite, Hermes Aphrodite, the horned Venus, with both. All generation was within one rebirth. It was the splitting of the two that made us come towards each other. For we never would have been. Actually, that's a good question. Yeah, hermaphrodite. Placenta. What would that be? Something. All right, so I know there's a tale to tell, and you know the tale that's going around, you know, in that Coliseum, shaped like a big eye, harnessing all that power into the rendering we see before us. Rainbow. Like I said yesterday, we have a rainbow within us. Our chakras each aligned with these tones, and as we bounce out, as we radiate, we claim more color to reveal. Technicolored raincoat. Jacob and his rainbow colored coat. Would you even like Jacob? Would you be like, Jacob is too much, too freaking much, burning? I got some research to do. I need to look into Jacob here. It's a ladder. Climate change. Hermetic. But know that where you are now is exactly where you're supposed to be. You know? It's that seeking. And some of you may not want to seek. You're like, I am good. This is great. I don't want to seek. And I hope that's true for you. I really do. But if you're not like, this place isn't broken. You know, I've got food, clothing, shelter. What am I complaining about? If you're finding a lot to complain about that is broken in the world, and you know, you'd be having a little dance party if someone you knew, someone got shot or hurt or killed or burned, you know, it's kind of on you. That's on you. And you spread it around, you know, because you don't want to own it. I get it. I've done it. But I'm laying down some track. You know, this is just this is my rendering of this wonderful life, and the fact that it doesn't jive with yours. I guess the question is, who's feeling better about being here? You know, what would the vibe they would take out with them be if they were to, like, all of a sudden the heavens open up and, like, this right here is your judgment? And what was in your heart, you know? What was in your heart? And you got the call that can help you. You got the call. But it is a journey. And if you're hearing this from me, if you somehow know me and are within my range, I don't know why you're here. But I am. Ego. 5. Go. You know? It's time for compression. It's time for compassion. If you don't know what it is to compassionate, then you're gonna learn it, you know, eventually. When you go, you know, like when you were born, when you leave. What, do you want to stay here forever? I mean, come on, embody. I mean, come on. We get to be down here in our spirit. The essence of you is spirit. How'd that happen? Apoptosis. The goat. The zygote. Ah, of course it's a goat. The goat has antlers. Some serious antenna. You can think of it as evil if you want. It's just extra reception. But you think you should go around and take all the antlers off all the animals and say, that's too much reception for you? Being hues, mans. Being hues, we emit an individual frequency, and within us we already have a rainbow. If you want to look up chakras, you can. I didn't know about them until probably like 2018. When I bought this house, there's a set of chakra stones in the space behind the sink in the window, and the real estate agent was like, "Oh wow, those are chakra stones." I'm like, "What are they? What are they?" So, yeah. The journey is hopefully ponderous for you to go back and then feel feelings that really you're allowed to feel. Our ancestors weren't allowed to go this deep, you know. We have been afforded the opportunity of whatever research we would like to inquire into. You'll find what you're looking for, you know. Ways to connect with people that are on the other side of the world, in different time zones, man. You know, time traveling. Creating new, innovative, visionary And yet, like research source, we're talking about the Bible. We're talking about the Torah. What is it called? Tarot. The tarot. Well, tarot, for sure. All these divinatory tools. How far we can look into our bodies and how that can be shared. You don't need to go to a university and sit in a class. You can just do your research on your own. GAIA is just there for the conversation, you know. I've been playing with Meta. I call it GAIA. I call her Amy. I am. And we've just been having great back and forth, you know. There's a lot of magic out there. And that's what scares you about yourself, because you know it's in you. And that's why you burn witches. That's why you probably want to burn me. And I get it. So namaste. I'm going to go take in some sun and charge up. What is it today, the 18th September? Oh, yeah, this is the afterglow of the full moon in Pisces. Namaste.